Turn up the volume, feel the energy tease. SuperChats flying, what will Triple C do? Your wildest dreams in a video come true. Friday fun day, let's laugh and let's play. This host makes the world a brighter display. Turn up the volume, feel the energy tease. SuperChats flying, what will Triple C do? Your wildest dreams in a video come true. Friday fun day, let's laugh and let's play. This host makes the world a brighter display. Turn up the volume, feel the energy tease. SuperChats flying, what will Triple C do? Your wildest dreams in a video come true. Friday fun day, let's laugh and let's play. This host makes the world a brighter display.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy afternoon, wherever you are. Thanks for joining me today. Trying something a little bit different today. It's Friday Fun Day. But we're doing a live stream today, so I am live. If you want to drop a comment in chat, please do so. And today we're just going to go through some AI stuff and have some fun looking at different stuff I've created. Maybe create some stuff on the fly. If anybody has any requests, just drop a super chat and I'll do the best I can with whatever your request is. Keep in mind that I won't do like adult content, and I don't purposely use any known actors or actresses or things of that sort. Sometimes the AI will use those as a model. Like if I type in Supergirl, it often gives me the actress that played Supergirl in the TV series, or sometimes it'll give me a Wolverine that looks like Hugh Jackman, but I don't specifically request those because I don't feel that it is fair to the actors and actresses who work hard at what they do. But it's sometimes that's what it gives me. So because it does pull from what it sees on the internet, some of the programs and so forth. So anyway, to get started, I thought I would just show the first video that I created. I don't really know if anybody's watching or not. So, there's a comment down there below all the notes. Steven Spock's watching. Hey, Steve. And Scotty's in there too. Yeah, no claim. No sale today. Sorry about that. I gotta change something up here a little bit. I can't see the comments coming in. It is live, but I'm using the the green screen effect, so it may look a little odd. Plus, I have a lot of scenes loaded, which also may be affecting something. Just give me a second here while I shift this a little bit. Hey, Swag, how's it going? I just got to raise the comments up just a little bit so I can see them as they come in. There we go. And so yeah, the first video I did. All right, let me get rid of the green screen if it's affecting it that badly. We'll see if that has any effect on it. Although with Scotty, you never know if he's just joking around or not. So, plus I can get rid of this stupid bright light that's staring me directly in the face. If I'm not on the green screen, so that's good. So yeah, kind of could just be lagging, yeah. But it's also, like I said, I have a lot of clips that you guys haven't seen plugged into this particular scene to play in a little bit. So it may be that may be affecting it too, because I know what I noticed when I have too much stuff loaded, it doesn't quite work the way it should. So, but anyway, I thought I would play the Funko Pop song. We haven't seen that one in a while, and that was the first music video I did way back in around Thanksgiving time. So I've been doing this about 6 months, working with the AI stuff. Um, and yeah, here it is. If it works. Uh, I got it up there as a share, so let me play it on YouTube. No.
Piled high to the rafters in the room down the block. Got a mountain of figures, it's a serious stock. Once they were gold and now they're just plastic pops. Won't you please buy my Funko Pops? Every shelf is aching under weight of the lot. These big-headed heroes, man, they started to rot. Batman to Yoda, they've all lost their tops. Won't you please buy my Funko Pops? Stacks on stacks, like a block city gone mad. Once they were trendy, now it just feels so sad. Take them off my hands, they're annoying the cops. So won't you please buy my Funko Pops? Even the dog avoids the room with the stash. Used to be cool, now they're just comic trash. I'll throw in a deal, you can get socks with Crocs if you please buy my Funko Pops. They once had me dreaming through Comic-Con's haze. Now they haunt me like a never-ending craze. You can have them for a fraction, say pennies or drops. Won't you please buy my Funko Pops? Stacks on stacks, like a block city gone mad. Once they were trendy, now it just feels so sad. Take them off my hands, they're annoying the cops. So won't you please buy my Funko Pops? Stacks on stacks, like a block city gone mad. Once they were trendy, now it just feels so sad. Take them off my hands, they're annoying the cops. So won't you please buy my Funko Pops?
Our series is about a family who adopted a
So yeah, that was the first video that I did way back around Thanksgiving. And it was well received, so I kept going. And obviously, I didn't have the motion AI back then. I just worked with um a a slideshow, basically. The AI pictures were generated with AI, but I was just doing slideshows back then, no video or anything. Hey, Jason. Hope you're having a good day, buddy. And it's just kind of one of the things you can do with this stuff. And of course, we've progressed since then and put in videos, and the songs have gotten more of a variety to them and stuff. Um, there's one out there, Scotty, called, I think, Pollo, Pollo. It's not the one I use, but it does give you free credits every day, so you can build up to do something. And yeah, I think so. They have a pre-generated scene where Jesus will hug somebody. Um, it's kind of odd, but uh, I haven't seen extra fingers or legs in quite a while. The program I use occasionally will still do an extra leg or something uh, if I have them dancing or something like that, because it gets. Sometimes I think it's because they try for such a quick turnaround on the videos that uh, there's something in the parameters of the AI program that says it has to be done in a certain amount of time, so that it does the best it can with what you give to work with. Um, but yeah, the uh, also what's the if you just want to do pictures, a good one is CapCut version. I think it's Dreamina, uh, Dreamina, I think. Uh, that's pretty much all it does is pictures. So I used to use that to generate pictures, and then use those pictures to do the AI videos. Yeah, Dreamina, something like that. Um, and that can do amazing pictures of different things. Um, so that's a good one to work with if you're just looking for photos. Um, anyway, uh, yeah. So I did. Obviously, I did the new intro uh, that you guys saw at the beginning. I hope. Hey, Diabetic Superman 2. I forgot you chimed in there. Don't want to miss out on saying hello to you. Thanks for being here. And so forth. And then the last couple days I just been kind of doing quick 6-second videos that I for no reason whatsoever other than I had an idea. I usually have it open in a tab, because the program I use I do have to pay for, and if I'm not using it, I feel like I'm not getting my money's worth. So um, I yeah, that sounds right. Hey Matt, nice to see you. And so I'm gonna just go through some of those, um, show you some of the stuff this can do. Also been playing with logos lately. You saw the Friday Fun Day logo at the beginning of the show. Um, since some people are joining late, I'll play it again here.
Turn up the volume, feel the energy tease. SuperChats flying, what will Triple C do? Your wildest dreams in a video come true. Friday Fun Day, let's laugh and let's play. This host makes the world a brighter display.
So that was the logo. I've been doing quite a few logos the last couple days, just playing with them and then turning them into videos and seeing what they can do and stuff like that. Um, um, and then of course the song program is a separate program also, that I wish I hadn't paid for. But I was using it so much at first that I went ahead and paid for it to get the discount for a year. And it gives you, I think it gives you 4 or 5 free songs a day. So I didn't really need to pay for it. But at the time, I was going through a lot more than that because I was still learning how to use the program. Now, yeah, I pretty much, if I need to do a song, I nail it within a couple tries where I'm happy with what it comes out with. So I probably won't renew my subscription on that one if it still lets me do free ones when it eventually runs out. But let's play a clip here, and I'll talk about it a little bit. I don't know which clip is which, so I'm just going to play them in the order they're loaded here. I don't. They're all just a random generated number when they come out, and I didn't have time to just title everything. But we'll try going through some of this stuff, see what's here. Free is my favorite color. Yeah, mine too. Okay, so that one, yeah, I had the idea of possibly in some of the shows putting in reports about something that's happening with comic books, some kind of news thing. Unfortunately, and I don't mean like the drama and all that crap. I mean like like what new titles are coming out or something like that. The actual reporting, But the problem is I'm not that interested in the new stuff that's coming out most of the time. And but I was thinking that maybe I could do like a showcase, a list of the new uh, facsimiles as they come out or something like that. I know I saw this morning where uh, the next Treasury facsimile coming out is going to be the Superman versus Shazam, Captain Marvel. That looks cool. And stuff like that, stuff that I'd actually be interested in. Like whenever they get around to finally announcing whatever the new DC Marvel team up is going to be, that would be a good thing to have on something like that. So I did that just to see what it would look like. I made the logo, and then, like I said, made it into a video. So, and this next one might be a second version of that because I did make two versions. I'm not sure what this is either. Yeah, this is just the other version. The duck actually talks on this one, so. Yeah, so those are cool. Those were fun. I was happy with the way those turned out. Diabetic Superman really liked the clip with the alligators, crocodiles. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't get a whole lot of feedback on the stuff that I insert in there that's just a couple seconds long. I feel like there should be sound, but that takes a lot of time. Uh, the ducks came about because of Easy Comic Reader and Higgy Pop. They when they created my origin story, they something that got discarded was they had decided I had a team of ducks that while I was sitting at home taking care of my mom, I had this team of ducks that would go out and search out comics for me, called the Quacktastics. So if you watch to the end of the shows on the weekends, you'll see the Quacktastics uh, based on Higgy Pop's drawing come to life with a different little scene every auction. Every show on Saturday and Sunday has one of those. And those are fun to do. And of course, there's the Quacktastic song and that I made after I found out about them, because originally they didn't include it in my origin story. I only found out about them later when I asked Higgy Pop to send me pictures of the drawings so that I could animate them and make a little story of my origin, that they wrote for me. And that hasn't been shown anywhere yet. It's in Easy Comic Reader's hands at the moment. The video's done, but I asked him to narrate it since he's the writer of the origin story. And eventually that will get done. He's a busy man. And but one of the drawings he sent me was these ducks with a wagon load of comics, and I didn't, and they explained to me what that was. I was like, oh, that's cool. So I started animating it, and they're fun. I have not tried to do Darkwing Duck. Uh, I might be able to just by telling it to do like Donald Duck in a purple cape or something. Um, I'm not sure if it would know who Darkwing Duck is. It doesn't know who Uncle Scrooge is very well, although I did finally get it to do that one with the new version. But Darkwing Duck I've never tried. Let me try that. and see it will have any idea. It'll take about 5 minutes for it to generate. Yeah, it may know who Darkwing Duck is. Sometimes I'm surprised at who it knows and who it doesn't. But then sometimes it will know who a character is, but it will purposely not give me a good version of it. Tom and Jerry is a good example of that. So is Fred Flintstone. It knows exactly who Fred Flintstone is, but it will not give me a Fred Flintstone that is recognizable. But I know that it knows because of what it puts in the background, like the houses and the things like that. It knows from the song, I'd think, who Fred Flintstone is based on what it's done. But it's fun, trying to figure this stuff out sometimes. Here's another one, which it's not showing me. I can't see it. What's it showing? It's not playing. Oh, there it goes. So yeah, I did a couple as me as a vampire recently, and was real happy with the way they turned out. This looks pretty cool. It's always fun to do the spooky stuff. And this was supposed to be me as Bruce Lee. All it did was have me like kick a little bit. Yeah, if the prompts are the same, you're going to get pretty much the same robot in the same batch. And then after I did me as a vampire, a little while later, I thought, well, what if I did a rock and roll vampire? And this is one of the ones it gave me. Hey, Mike, how you doing? We're just playing with some AI stuff. Showing some scenes I just generated over the last few days. And so there's actually 3 or 4 of the rock and roll vampires in here. Here's another one. That one, I don't know what it did to my head, but it turned into a pretty cool scene. Yeah, Diabetic Superman, I think that's part of it. Although other things like Bugs Bunny, it does perfectly. So, I think it just depends on what it knows. It hasn't learned some things yet, and it doesn't. What I put in supposedly doesn't teach it. It says, in the stuff on the website that we're not actually teaching it. That's a completely different thing going on behind the scenes. So, and when I started with this program, they only had 1 version of it. Now they have 3. And depending on what I wanted to do, sometimes I'll go back and use the earlier versions and get a better result. I did that this morning, actually. I was just before the show started. I had an idea of for a 4th of July scene, and in order to get what I wanted, I had to actually go back and use the original program, because the recent version, it's got Supergirl in it, and the recent version wanted to only use the version of with the actress that played Supergirl in the TV show. So I went back and found the fun version that I've used a few times, where she comes out of the closet behind me and shaves my head or whatever. And so I had to go back to the original version to use that. So it's funny, because when they update the program, they usually just come up with another version of it. They don't update the existing program. Have you used AI to tell you what the next lottery numbers are? Well, there's a thought. And this one, I was thinking about ways to get people to press the like button. So let me know if this inspires you to hit that like button. She seems kind of angry for asking a favor, but you know, you as the $6 million man fighting Bigfoot. I tried doing the $6 million man the other day, um, and it basically gave me a wrestler, uh, and not who I was looking for. um, but yeah, I could like just tell it what I'm wearing, and then have me fighting Bigfoot. And what's interesting too is like with the recent Hulk video, is I've just now figured out how to get characters to fight, because usually if I put in fight or if I put in battle or and stuff like that, it doesn't want to let them do it. And I finally figured out a prompt that got around that, which is why in the recent Hulk music video, there's some of the characters are actually battling a little bit. Yeah, it was. They were. It was basically pulling off of that instead of the Lee Majors $6 million man. So yeah, if I did Lee Majors, I might be able to get away with it. I haven't played a whole lot with that yet. Um, and let me go back and check the Darkwing Duck videos. They are done, and we're basically getting Daffy Duck as Darkwing Duck. Um, and it doesn't. But it knew to do a purple outfit. But that's about the only likeness as far as Darkwing Duck is concerned. So let me. I'll show you here in a second what one of them looks like. So I got to download it and get it loaded and stuff. So. Yeah, a lot of it depends on your prompt, and sometimes you don't. It's a little odd. But here, this is what it gave me. And what did I tell it? I just told it Darkwing Duck standing on a rooftop at night, because I didn't know if it would know who Darkwing Duck was. So it's a dark duck on a rooftop at night. Um, but yeah, I probably could, since I mean, Darkwing Duck doesn't look exactly like Donald, but that's probably the closest it would know. If I did Donald Duck as a superhero in a purple outfit and cape with a whatever kind of hat that is, I'd have to look up and figure out the exact name for that kind of a hat and see if it could do it. But it would take a little research of getting it done. Yeah, exactly. It knows, but it doesn't, right? Because it knew to do purple. I didn't tell it to do purple, so um, it's probably doable, but it would take several times and tries and playing with the prompts quite a bit to get it to do it. It's interesting that it did Daffy though, because the other day I was trying to get it to do Daffy. I did a scene the other day with Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, and me as Elmer Fudd in between them, and it didn't want to do Daffy Duck. I had to tell it to do a black Daffy Duck in order to make it look like Daffy Duck. It kept making it in blue or yellow or until I told it to do a black Daffy Duck. So, but this one it just goes ahead and goes to Daffy Duck right away. So, um, interesting that it did that. There we go. Sorry about that. It took me out of the scene at one point, so you probably couldn't hear me. So yeah, I put in prompts for me as the $6 million man versus Bigfoot. We'll see what it comes up with. And then this was supposed to be me as a G-man in the 1930s. Yeah, see you, Mike. Thanks for stopping by. And I was picturing more of an alien nest with a machine gun riding alongside a roadster or something, but this is what it gave me. And I was like, well, I look good in a suit. Looks more like Perry Mason or something. And then that was the second Dracula one. A little bit different than the first one, but the costumes and the scene is pretty much exactly the same. And then this one, why did it go back to me? Can you guys see the scenes? There it goes. All right. All right, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure something out here. It looks like it's not showing you the scenes anymore. It's just on me all the time. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, so that one was supposed to be Dick Tracy. I had a little problem with that one because it wouldn't generate one with the word Dick in it. So I had to put Dick Tracy in as one word, and then I added this comic strip character so it would know what I was talking about since I put it in as one word. And so it gave me that. So if you knew it was supposed to be Dick Tracy, it looks like Dick Tracy. But if not, then yeah, you probably don't. It just kind of looks like he's some random detective with a really ugly hat. Um, all right, so I'm just gonna be quiet for a little bit and run through the rest of these scenes. because I'm not sure why it's not letting me talk over the scene. If I come on screen, then it's not letting me do it the way I want to do it. So I'm just going to run through the scenes, and I'm going to just, it'll be quiet for a little bit without sound while I run through the rest of the scenes that I got prepped up. So I will see you in a little bit. And yeah, that last one I actually reversed. You saw it earlier in that bunch of ones. Um, Friday Fun Day video for some reason has me craving Sour Patch Kids. Okay. um, and I reversed it because it made more sense for them to be unraveling the banner and putting it up there rather than taking it down. Although I could use it one way at the beginning and one way at the end, and kind of have a matching set, or just have a little bit of a longer intro with them putting them up and then taking it down just by connecting the two of them. But yeah, it's fun stuff to play with, and so forth. And all right, well, didn't do a very good version of me as the Bionic Man, but more like a an Android or something. But we'll pull it up here so you guys can see it. And sometimes I don't get, a good version, exactly what I want. But it still looks cool and something that I would want to go with, or could possibly use as like an end scene, or a middle scene on one of the shows. Well, just give me a second to pull up the Bionic Man version here. Here you go, Matt. So we definitely needed to work on trying to make it. Yeah, it does look kind of like a bullet man. um, and yeah, that's Bionic Man, $6 million man. That's kind of an older character where it's not necessarily going to know um, who it is. Now, if I try it, you know what? Let me try. I think I'm still on the original program from using it this morning. So let me go to. Let me see if it'll let me switch. Oh no! In that prompt, there's only the one version. So if I'm putting myself in it, I'm just going to get that. Yeah, it's a cyborg. It's like I mean, it's. I think the original novel that $6 Million Man was based on was actually titled Cyborg or something like that. So it's it's still fun. So what I'm doing when I do like the story videos where there's somewhat of a story to it, it's got to be a very basic story where I can kind of go with the flow of where the AI takes it. Yeah, it's always just trying to figure it out. That's why it took me so long to figure out how to get characters to fight each other, um, to find the right word that they weren't blocking. Let's see, what else can I show you guys? Don't know if everybody follows Sandman or not. I did a little intro for him recently that I think he's using it as an outro actually, but that turned out really well. He requested something specific. It was the only time anybody's ever asked me for anything, so um, I went ahead and made it for him. I gotta play that real quick. That's only a couple seconds long. I gotta find it first. But it's very cool. Oh, and I did some Disney covers yesterday too. I could show some of those. Here's the one I did for Sandman. So yeah, he had very specific of what he wanted it to be and do. So it's not still not exactly what he wanted, but it was Golden Age Sandman, and he wanted it to be very film noirish with the music and stuff. So hey Razor, good to see you. What's going on? Um, so I did that for him recently. And he kept offering to pay me, but yeah, I didn't charge him anything. He's just, I think he's sending me a couple comic books in return because the last two comics I bought from him, he told me not to pay for. So, um, and then I did do some comic book. One of my, it's weird. Um, one of my comic book videos is the just a real quick short of Mickey Mouse and Goofy playing ping pong. And once Mickey lets the ball go or something, he's just going like this up and down with the the mallet, and um, Goofy's got this weird expression on his face and look at him like, "What the heck is he doing?" And that thing gets more views every single day, as opposed to some of the much better comic book videos that I've done. And I don't really know why that one's so popular, although I did see something saying Mickey Mouse with AI is trending right now. So, well, so far so good. Disney hasn't come after me yet. Um, so far so good. And I think it's a very gray area, especially for something that's old. And Disney, honestly, Disney doesn't care about their characters anymore. They don't care about the old stuff. Uh, um, I mean, the people that are using Steamboat Willie. I know Steamboat Willie is in the public domain, but they're using a lot of stuff that's not in the public domain, and Disney's still not stopping them from doing it. So, um, uh, uh, until Disney once again cares about their legacy and their old characters, I don't think they really give a crap. So, claim Peach Momoko. I do have a Peach Momoko somewhere. Came across it the other day. It might be in tomorrow's auction, but it's just one comic. And so yeah, I was gonna pull up some of the comics. See if I can do that. Unfortunately, doing this live and I'm not prepping ahead of time for everything. It takes some time figuring it all out here. I think I did 5 different ones. And hopefully these are the videos and not the still pictures that I'm just loading. So yeah, I did this one. Figured as long as that one keeps getting more views, I might as well do some more Mickey Mouses and see what happens. I thought that was fun with Goofy just going down the hill in a rocking chair. And then there's this one, animal abuse right there. Do Walt taking Tinkerbell's flight? I tried doing a Walt Disney, and it gave him Mickey Mouse's head. So there's a scene in, I think one of my videos coming up, if it hasn't shown it yet, is uh, you know, the guy in a business suit comes in behind me, and he's just got Mickey Mouse's head, but the prompt was Walt Disney comes in, just to see what it would do, and then this one is the one where the chicken was real proud of laying a football for some reason. I almost didn't try this one because I didn't think it would do what I wanted it to do, and it did it right away. I didn't think it would see the plane up there and realize that it was all tied together and so forth. Uh, and it actually did it. So that was cool. And then we were talking about golf covers recently and how there's probably nobody out there that actually collects golf covers, but there's actually quite a few of them. And I found a Mickey Mouse one, so in the early Dell Mickeys. So um, it actually animates pretty well when it sometimes like this one. So yeah, did those recently. Going to tie those together with some little tune and release that as a short probably. Since that other one is doing so well, I thought I'd try another one and see what happens with it because it was put out a couple months ago, and it's I mean, it keeps showing up in my analytics as like the third most popular video of the week, even though I have all my daily videos that come out every week. So um, it's just odd that one gets so many views. Let's see. We can do. Let's see. What else can I do? Try to find another music video to show. No, the shorts I get. I think with 1,000 views on a short, I get like 6 cents. It says, and I don't know how. I don't know yet how accurate their uh, estimates are either. Um, So, I mean, with everything I do, I'm probably looking at like $20 a month. It looks like right now. They need to do a lot of views to make any decent money. And that's true of the videos too. I make about somewhere between 30 and 60 cents usually per video with the advertising. So yeah, I'm probably going to be around the same thing, Scotty. It's just I got a lot of subscribers, but they're it's still the same 50, 60 people that are watching the videos. So my views haven't gone up that much with all the extra subscribers. So, but it did get me monetized, so that's something. Let me go through the stuff. Excuse me. I might be looking in the wrong. Oh, here's something I can show you. If I can find the right one, you guys will think this is funny. Yeah, I was doing some JSA videos, right? I did the Black Canary and I did the Hawkman, and I tried doing a Flash, and I tried doing a Robin that I had to abandon, Earth 2 Robin, which started out pretty good, but I had to abandon. And I'll get back to him at some point. But I did one for the Golden Age Flash that is just ridiculously, but it's funny, so I can show that. I think it's this one. This is like one for the blooper reel. I can't. No, that's the one thing I wish I could do with the AI is have a scene where um, I want to improve, but I have to basically do the scene all over again, and sometimes it just gives me something completely different. And um, so I mean, you go with the same prompt and you add something into it that's like you wanted. Once you see the video, you wanted in there, and I basically have to start from scratch every time. I could take uh, a still of the scene and work off of that, and it maybe could add to it a little bit, and kind of get the same feel. I haven't actually tried that, but I have done the way I make some of the longer videos. Actually, this one that I'm going to show you for the blooper reel is one where you take the last scene, the last shot of the 6-second scene, and then you continue with another 6-second scene, and then you continue with another 6-second scene to make it a longer video. But it usually degenerates the longer it goes because your face will change, the characters will look different, the costume will change. Even though it's starting with the same one, it will make changes to it. But anyway, here's the one for the blooper reel of the Golden Age Flash. If I loaded the right one. And it's not playing it. Why is it not playing it? Hmm. I don't know why it won't play. That's disappointing. It says it's playing in the thing, and I can't see it, and I can't see it on the play either, so I know you guys aren't seeing it. Let me take it out and add it back in again. No, it does not want to play that video. It must not have loaded properly to the into the site or something. Let me try doing it as a shared video instead. See if that works. There it goes. So yeah, I couldn't get it to do a good helmet. So yeah, it tried, but it just couldn't do it. But I did get a funny video out of it. So yeah, it had wings. The symbol on his I know at least one version I did, it had some wings, and then the symbol on his chest changed as well in between scenes, and of course it was just, the actions were funny. Um, I should probably put that one out there and would probably get a ton of views, but then some people would get mad at me. Oh, you're disrespecting the Flash or something, you know. Yeah, it's just it is what it is, and it's fun to play with, and so forth. Um, and it's just I don't know, is what it is, I guess. There's lots of stuff that I've just discarded, that I've done. Um, and then there's lots of stuff I can't find because of when my computer crashed. I still have it somewhere, but it's not worth trying to find it when I can just, if I have the same idea, I can just make something similar. Do I have sound? Can you guys hear me? Ray just texted me, said I have no sound, but a lot of the okay, yeah, I just some of the videos don't have sound. That's just the way they are. I have to add sound. It's not like it creates sound with it. So something like that, I'm not going to put sound to. I might if I decide to release it as a short, I might, but it's just so stupid that I don't want to release it. um, Yeah, it could be. You know, uh, a lot of the scenes that I show don't have sound. So if he's watching like that whole bit, there's no sound. Um, see what else can I do? Since nobody's asking me to create anything, I guess I will show another video. I can show the Scooby-Doo video. That's a popular one. If I still have it. I don't know if I still have it in my computer. It might just be on YouTube. I tried to do a sequel to the Scooby-Doo video recently where Daphne was running through a haunted carnival with Scooby-Doo, but I ended up kind of abandoning it. It didn't. I didn't like the way it was turning out. There's the Scooby-Doo one. Play that one. Oh, gonna take a little bit longer for that one to load because it's a full-fledged video. Taking a bit. Well, that's kind of what it does with the comic book covers, right? I mean, same thing with uh, the Quacktastics drawing. Like every Quacktastics cartoon I did started with Higgy's drawing. So, and I've probably done. I know I've done at least 50, probably more like 100 of them. Uh, so it can do that. You know, it just takes your drawing and does something with it that you tell it to do. Let me see if I can find one in here to show you. Here's one. I don't know which one this is. That I've already got loaded. So this will be one that I did at some point. Well, I don't think that one's actually been shown yet. But see if I can get it to stop at the beginning here. Stop playing. I don't want you to play. I want you to stop. All right, wind it back. So that's Higgy's drawing, right? That's the drawing Higgy Pop made for me. And then everyone I've done, I've started with and told it to do something. So I'm not sure what the prompt was on this one, but it just does something. And the first one I ever did, which was amazing, was the character in the trench coat actually goes into a comic shop with a whole bunch of other ducks, and it was just crazy, weird, cool. And we kept going with it, but it does, it all starts with this. So, and sometimes it animates that character. Sometimes it does, it adds to it like it did in that one. This is another one. There should be quite a few of these preloaded because I haven't erased anything in a while. So yeah, I don't know if you stick around at the end of the weekend videos and see these, but those are at the end of every Saturday and Sunday video, and it has its own theme song. And just something quirky and fun that I put at the end of those videos. And your Scooby-Doo.
Ran through halls in the dead of night. Shadows chase us nearly out of sight. Scooby shakes with a frightful moan. In this haunted house we're not alone. Zoinks and jeepers, we gotta flee. Monsters are lurking, Scooby and me. Every door hides a creeping scare. Who knew ghosts had such flair? Clues we find in the strangest place. Footprints leading to a ghostly face. Scooby snacks keep us moving fast. Mystery solved when we outlast. Zoinks and jeepers, we gotta flee. Monsters lurking, Scooby and me. Every door hides a creeping scare. Who knew ghosts had such flair? Masks fall off and truths reveal. Skeletons dance but they're not real. Behind the mask, a cunning scheme. Traps and tricks like a twisted dream. Chased by suits in dusty rooms. Haunted by these crazy fumes. Scooby laughs and gives a shrug. Caught the villain in a rubber rug.
So yeah, that was a fun one to do. Yeah, it does. It keeps changing my shirt and stuff, but at the time I wasn't going for continuity or anything like that. It was the way that video started was I just had a whole bunch of scenes. I did a scene of told this dude me and Scooby Doo getting chased through a haunted house by a Frankenstein or something like that, and it would came out. It so well that I just kept doing it and creating more and more of them until I got to the point where I was like, oh, I got so many of these, I need to make a video, So I went to the song program, had to do a song, and came up, after a few tries, got one that's like, okay, kind of sounds a little bit like the same style as the theme song to Scooby Doo, and and I just put it all together. So it's more of a compilation scene of like, okay, if I took, like when you see the videos on YouTube where they take like, oh, the unmasking of every Scooby Doo villain or something like that. It's like, so you need to think of it in terms of like different adventures for each scene rather than the same thing over and over again, but or a continuing scene, because I didn't try for a continuing scene. If I had, it still would have changed stuff, but um, yeah, it would have got boring if it was just the same chase. Uh, so yeah, it does change it, but at the same time I wasn't trying for it to be the same either. No, I didn't have to scan my head. It just takes a picture. I can grab a picture of anybody off the internet and then use that as a model for a character in the video. So it will only let me do one like character at a time. So like in that one, because it knows who Scooby Doo was and can do Scooby Doo pretty well, I can put Scooby Doo in the video with me. I can put Batman in the video with me, characters that it knows. But I couldn't put like you and me in a video together. It wouldn't work. I'd have to start with a picture of us together in order to have that happen. Although I suppose somebody could Photoshop something and put more than one person or character into a picture and then work off of that. But all you'd get is like the 6-second video. You wouldn't be able to do a longer video like that, because every time you change scenes, when you try extending a scene, if the person's facing the other way, if it doesn't see that picture, your face in the picture, then it doesn't know what you look like, and that new segment is a whole new video that you're trying to attach to the first video. So it doesn't know the one that I'm using, you can't really, in order to be consistent, it has to see your face in that end shot. But there are programs out there now where I'm seeing like character consistency, and they're advertising that they have character consistency and so on and so forth, so that you can do like longer and more multiple scenes. But when I've looked into them, most of that is like cartoon versions of yourself. It's not a real version of yourself like this does. So, um, yeah, I can do that with this easily. Do the pictures, old pictures to life. That's basically what I'm doing with the comic books, right? It's the same thing. It's you take any picture. I can bring any picture to life, just by plugging it in there, and it's the same thing, but you can do it with drawings. So, and yeah, the one thing that does bother me is the lip syncing. If I wanted to, I would love to do like a fake video sometime where I come on and I'm talking to the camera and stuff, but it's not really me, that it's the AI me, and then stuff starts happening behind me when you guys originally think it's me. That I think that would be a lot of fun and hilarious thing to do, but yeah, the whole lip syncing thing, just I guess there's programs where they're starting to be able to do that, and I might be able to do it with this that way. Because the one that I did look at, it looked like it needed to see your face up close like this. It basically, if and it wouldn't let me do one for a song either. I was when I first started looking at it, I was looking to get like my mouth movements to go along with a like a song lyric or something like the I wish I had a dinosaur song where I'm actually supposedly singing the song. Um, but it didn't seem like it worked for songs. It would only work for straightforward videos like this, where you were sitting perfectly still and talking and so forth. So, but it'll probably get better over time. I fully expect us to eventually be able to do more than one character in a video and stuff, because and once it does that, I mean, you could almost make movies. Yeah. Hey, David Reese, nice to see you. Yeah, yeah, it must have been lagging or something. I don't know. It does seem like I've got the uh I've got the video playing on a second screen, so that I can see the comments as I work and do stuff, and it looks like it's got a longer delay than it usually does um when things are playing. So first AI I saw was on V. The aliens used it to make a video. The mayor had, that's cool. I never watched V. It looked interesting, but I never got to see it. Um, the But yeah, AI's been around for a long time. People just haven't realized it. Let's see. Oh, I accidentally closed the AI program. Yeah, I don't. That's why like there's uh, certain people that you won't see in my AI videos, because I don't use anybody that I don't have. I try not to use anybody that I don't have permission to use. So, I know I saw Sandman at one point said I don't like him enough to put him in an AI video. It's like, it's not that I don't like him, it's that I didn't, up until then, I didn't have his permission to put him in an AI video. Um, and people, that's just not something you should do. I've seen people do it, but it's not something that I would ever do to somebody without knowing it was okay, or being good enough friends with the person where I know it's okay. Because some people just are dead set against AI, and they don't like it, and they don't want to be, they just don't want to have anything to do with it, and I can understand that. And you should, respect their choices. So, I just look at it as a tool to have fun with. I'm not trying to say I'm this great artist or anything like that. That's why I do so much with the comic books and try to focus on making comic book videos to help showcase the art that was created, not to try to create something and then say, oh, look what I did. It's like, I didn't do it. AI did it. All I did was write in a few words. And I'll still get people that are like, oh, but you're a genius. You're doing all this stuff. This is creativity through editing, right? It's how you edit it. It's how you put it together. Um, it's not uh, in no way, if you're using AI like I'm doing, should you consider yourself an artist or anything like that. You're more of an editor, because AI does what it wants, and you're putting it together in a way that makes sense or works or presents it. So I look at it as pretty much editing. It'd be like me if I was a comic book editor, telling the creators, we'll do a story like this, and then it comes back, and maybe you make suggestions or changes, and then you end up with a final product. It's not uh, it's art, but it's not art you created. I mean, you kind of did, but it's taking from whatever it's been taught. So it's taking from the internet. The song program especially takes from what it can find on the internet, because some of the lyrics it comes up with, it's definitely searches the internet for information on what I'm asking for. Right, right, and that's what happens. And so it's a tool for you to use, but you're not an artist in the sense of somebody that can draw a car. You know, it's the computer doing the drawing. So you have an idea, and you can make that idea come to life with AI, which is very cool. Um, but I just absolutely do not want to try and take anything away from actual artists. They're amazing, and a lot of this stuff only exists because of the work that they did. All right. Let's see. I've been going for an hour and a half. I think I'll wrap it up. Um, and I might try this again next Friday. I don't know. Um, we'll see. Or I might try it at a different time. Maybe like a Saturday night or something next time I feel like doing it. But it's fun to play with this stuff. I like sharing it, and so on and so forth. So I will be back tomorrow as usual with the Saturday auction at 12:45 Eastern time. But before that, tonight I will be on the Crazy Hungarians show live from YouTube. It's Friday night. I'll see you soon. The outro's not playing. Let me see if I can get it to work here. Play it this way instead. See you guys.